Hello, this is Christina Sparks with Coldwell Banker, back with another video to educate you guys on the home selling process, the home buying process, and just the housing market in general. Stay tuned, and we are going to talk about leasebacks and what they are, pros and cons. Let's do it. So what is a leaseback? A leaseback is, say you're a home seller or you own a home, and you're selling, but you don't know where you would go. It's common, it happens with downsizers, upsizers, when they don't really know where they're gonna live once they sell, right? So what a leaseback does is it gives the current owner 30, 60, 90 days to rent the property from the new owner, this is after they've sold, for a nominal fee to stay in the house while they try to find somewhere else to go. The main reason that people do this is because they can't afford 2 mortgages or they can't qualify for a bridge loan. There's many factors that go into a leaseback. It's because the current owner they need time. They need time to either move all of their stuff because they have so much, or they need to find somewhere to go. For this situation, most of the time, the current homeowner is leaving the state, leaving the country, and they just need that extra time after they get their funds from selling to be able to move on. Typical scenarios when you're selling and then buying, even if it's from across the country, I've done many deals like this, and when you sell your home in Colorado and you want to buy a house in Missouri, you can sell that house on a Monday, and then you can turn around and close on your new house on the same day. Funds, it's so easy now that funds can be wired from one title company to another from the sale of your home to cover the purchase of your home. So leasebacks aren't super common these days. There's a lot of risk that goes into it, liability for the person who's staying there, but it is an option should you need that time for whatever reason. So another reason people do these leasebacks is when we are in markets like we are right now. We are in a seller's market, which is very low inventory. So if somebody is downsizing, selling their family home and wanting to find something smaller to move into, they may struggle to find something to move into because there's such low inventory. So this is a situation where a leaseback would be a good idea or more common. So if you're planning on selling your home and this sounds like a situation that you might need to do a leaseback, talk to your agent, talk to an agent, and discuss the options. They may put you in touch with a lender to see if you qualify for any sort of creative financing to get you from one home to another. So as far as the leaseback goes, it's basically a rental agreement. The house closes, there is a document called Possesion after closing, and it clearly lays out the rules and the obligations. Utilities, for example, need any homeowner's coverage. I believe there has to be a minimum amount of coverage that they need to provide while they're staying in that home and they don't own it. There are a few things that protect both parties in a leaseback. So it's not a horrible idea. It's not a willy-nilly situation. There are specific documents for this purpose. There is a protection there. It shouldn't be scary to do it. But making sure that you have the right documentation, the right agreements, the right numbers, all of that stuff, your agent will help you with. So this can go both ways. A buyer can rent a property prior to closing as well. So if a buyer finds a house, puts in an offer, and asks for possession prior to closing and the seller grants it, there's a document, obviously. There's rent involved, there's minimum hazard insurance and utilities. It's all laid out on who's responsible for what during that rental period. So what I usually call these are possession before closing on a buyer's end and possession after closing on a seller's end. So if these situations sound like something that might fit your life, your circumstances when it comes to purchasing or selling a home. Reach out if you have any questions. Happy to help in any way that I can. Anyways, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions about leasebacks, possession prior or after closing, comment or shoot me a text, call, email. I would love to hear from you. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.